Avatar Builder Review. Hiya, Adam Payne here with the Video Marketing Insider, and in today's video we are going to be looking at a new software called Avatar Builder. Now later on we'll go inside of the software, I'll show you how to use it and we'll talk about some of the pros and cons, but first let me give you a brief background about what this software is, who it's by and all of that stuff. So the name of this software is Avatar Builder, and as you can see from this preview of the sales page, it claims to leverage cutting-edge 3D animation, AI, and award-winning multilingual technologies to create spectacular videos in any language in minutes. Now, of course, this is sales copy, a little bit hypey, but that's what it claims to do. It's by two guys, Paul Ponner and Sid Diwa, who you may have heard of already. They've created a lot of products in the internet marketing niche, specifically when it comes to video marketing. Now, in a niche that is pretty shady, these guys, in my personal opinion, they do create good quality stuff. The stuff works, they support it long term. I've got some of the products of theirs that I bought, a couple of years ago, and it still works. I still log in and it's updated, so I've got no problem recommending them as people. Now, whether they promote other things that are questionable is another matter. There's, generally speaking, a lot of hype around their launches. They do pay a lot of money in JV prizes to people that promote their products. So you are going to get a lot of people saying this is the best thing since sliced bread. But again, that's for you to decide after watching this review. So it's a software that is web-based, so it works on all devices. And when it talks about avatars, because it's called Avatar Builder, what it's really talking about is little characters that appear in videos. Now, I don't know if we're going to see one on this sales page. These little characters, but they're inside of the videos and they move and they talk. And I know from having kids that do a lot of stuff on their iPads, and one of my daughters has got an iPhone. They love these kind of apps and games and all that stuff where they can create these little characters and these characters go into these little worlds and stuff. So I know that it's a popular thing, but is this something that you can really leverage? Well, let's go and head on over inside of the app. So this is inside of the actual software. I've been lucky enough to get a review copy. And as you can see down on the left hand side, you basically have to go through all of these different steps in order to create your video. Now it says in minutes. Now I don't really think it's something that's going to happen in 2, 3 or 4 minutes. It's something that's going to take potentially a little bit longer. But before I actually show you the actual software in action, what I would say is this. Yes, there are so many video creation softwares on the marketplace, and you don't need all of them. And you may not need this one. If you're brand new, you've not made any money online, you're just getting started, something like this, as good as it may appear, is probably not going to be beneficial for you. It's going to be something that you probably buy, you'll log in, play around with, and not get any reward for it. But if you've got a little bit of experience inside of the video marketing arena, maybe you've got clients already, you could probably use this to create videos for your clients, or to create these kind of videos as outreach videos to potential clients as well. So, it's not for everybody, despite what other people might tell you. So the first thing you'll do here is, step one, is you have to choose the video type. So you've got these little different things here. You've got this typewriter one where the text kind of types out. You've got a static one. You've got lines reveal. So again, you can choose which one you want. So let me just choose this one, lines reveal. So you've clicked on this. Now we've got step 2, choose a template. So we'll click on step 2. And this is where we get the different templates to choose from. So this is where, in my opinion, it's a positive and a negative. I don't know if you've ever bought their softwares before, but they generally seem to have the same themes for a lot of their templates, these kind of local businesses. So if you do stuff in the local marketing area, this is great. If you don't, then you might want to start with a blank canvas. So, if you've got people in the acupuncture niche that you can create videos for, that's great. And we kind of come down here, and there are tons and tons of options, as you can see. Pretty much every local business you could think of. If we go across to 5, we've got yoga classes is the last one, then we come to 4. I'm going to see if I can find something in here that I want to use. Let's come down to V, see if we can find video marketing. So I can click on that one. Now 3, choose avatar. Now I guess this is the most important thing. As you can see here, some of these are premium templates, which means you're going to need to purchase an upgrade. We'll get to that in a second. So you've got these different people here that you can find, and if you want to find somebody that kind of matches your prospective client, then that's something I would advise. So if you're targeting women, you might want to choose a female, and vice versa. It probably doesn't really matter for this example. So let me just choose, we'll choose Carlos. There you go. We'll click on Carlos. From here, once we've chosen our avatar, we need to come over and choose a voice, or we can have a text-to-speech function. So when you're creating any kind of videos with any software, the audio is important. And a lot of people purchase softwares that have functions like this because for whatever reason, they don't want to use their own voice. Whether English is their second language, they lack confidence. And I always believe that using your own voice is going to be way better than any software, because as good as some softwares are, they're not you, and nothing can replace your voice. So as you can see here, we've got different options. So first of all, there's a ready-made voiceover. So if I was to click on play,
many businesses don't realize how crucial video marketing.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But it's not you. It's not me. It's a ready-made voiceover. So there's that. But if you use that, you're going to have to use their text. Now, the other option is you can record an audio. Now, I'm not going to do this myself, but you can record yourself speaking and use that. So if you've got the actual script for your video ready, you can just, print it out or have it on your screen. You can read it and you can record yourself reading it. But of course, if you make mistakes, you've got to go back and do it again. It's a little bit frustrating. Now, one of the negatives of this is there's not the option right now to upload an audio. What I would love is for me to be able to record my audio, my voice on something like Audacity, which is a free software, and then upload that. That way I can record it, outside of Avatar Builder and then upload it within, but there's not that option right now. They do have this speech to text function, so you can choose from a variety of different voices, and then you basically going to put your text in, and that's going to actually read your text aloud, but it's robotic. It's monotonous, it doesn't have inflection, and it's not something that really I would advocate. Now, it does work, but your videos are going to sound rubbish if you do that. And I always find that whenever I see a video, as soon as I can automatically tell that it's a robot, personally, I switch off. Like if somebody can't be bothered to speak, then I'm not prepared to be bothered to watch the video. That's me personally. You may be different. That's me. And again, we've got this one as well here. So let's see. We've got this kind of dummy text that they provide. Now, we can change this. So for example, many businesses, I could just change this to a lot of businesses. And I could change this from US English to British English. I've got various voices that I could play around with. So I could choose, for example, George. So let's choose George. And then if I press play,
a lot of businesses don't realise how crucial
it's rubbish, let's be honest, that's crap. So to me, this is where the software falls down a bit. If you've got your own voice, it's not going to matter. But if you're really reliant on some of their voices, you're going to have to play around with this, muck around with the speed and the pitch. And there are other softwares out there that do a better job than this, in my opinion, on this function. So if I have to point a weakness out, that's the first weakness that you come across. But again, if you're going to speak, which I advocate, then it renders these other things irrelevant. But we'll just use the... Actually, I'm going to go back to the American English one. Where was the US English one? Was that at the top? There you go, US English. And let's just see this. Let's see how this works.
A lot of businesses don't realize how...
Again, it's still not that great, is it? So that, again, that is a negative. But I don't want to harp over on that because we can forget the negative if we're able or willing to speak ourselves. Then let's, so we're going to choose this one. Got that. Then, okay, then we click on next, which is the text position. So again, this is where we can play around with the text. Now, of course, you've got to make sure that if you play around with the text, that the audio file that you've uploaded previously matches the text that you play around with. So again, we can, scene one, I could maybe just remove this, and I could put it in here. success of their local business. You get specific numbers of characters that you can have on all of these scenes. And if we come down here, we can add a slide. So if you've got a longer text, you can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slides here. But that's what you can do here. So we've got text position, then we'll hit next. And we've got video settings. So the text color, we can choose the colors. We've got, white text, black box. We can upload a logo. So let me upload a logo here. And I'm going to click on upload. I've got just a random one ready on my computer. This one here we'll choose. We'll upload that. There we go. There's a little logo there. So we've got that logo. We can crop it, we can edit it and all that stuff. But I'm going to select that anyway. So I've got my logo there. So that's something you can do. If you want to get your branding on your videos, you've got that. Next thing is your customization of your avatar, which really is the main point of this software. So we'll click on next. And this is where you can customize your avatar. So there are different things. If we scroll down here, you can play around with the coat, the beard, the hair, the fingernails, the lips, and all of this stuff. And you can basically change your character's appearance. And as this software is called Avatar Builder, that is really the main thing. So for example, let's come down here for this particular avatar. I can bring that across and I can give him a stethoscope. I can make him look like a doctor. Let's see if we can change the colour of his jacket. Oh, didn't work, did it? There you go. So let's click on that and let's click on that. So you see the colour appears here. Click on OK. Now he's got a blue one. Obviously that wouldn't be a very good character, but again, and you kind of go around and you play around with things. So let's just drag his hair across. Look, we can give him purple hair, a blue jacket, and we can make him look, weird and wonderful. So if I click on Save Outfit, enter the name. Original name is Carlos, so we'll call this Carlos 2, and we'll save him. Okay, so now our avatar is created. So should we want to use Carlos 2 again in the future, we can. Obviously he looks a bit scary, but that's that. Then we'll click on next. And now we've got, Carlos in the video. So of course, in this particular case, the purple hair and the blue jacket don't really fit with this purple background, but it is what it is. Avatar position left. We can put him on the right. We can put him none. We can remove him completely. Let's put him back on the left. And again, you can just play around with this. And if you want to edit the text as well, you can. You've got the different fonts which you can play around with. So let's just, choose that font there. And, you can just play around with the software and just look at the different slides and go through. And when you are happy, obviously it's got a preview. When you're happy, you can click on next. Give your video a name. So test purple video. Resolution, you've only got 1080, but I mean, that's what you'd probably want. And then you'd hit create video. You'd hit create video. And now you've just got to wait. The video is already successfully rendering. Please wait until the end. As is the case with all of these particular softwares, when the softwares are launched, tons of people jump on it. They all try and render videos at the same time. It puts a little bit of stress on the server. I'm guessing, I could be wrong, but I'm guessing videos are going to render slowly at launch time and for the first couple of days. When it's ready, it says here, the average render time is 20 minutes. To me, that's a bit too long. Again, this is a bit of another negative of this software. So if I was to summarize the pros and cons, the pros, it's web-based, it's created by people that support their stuff, it's very easy to use. The negatives, apart from this render time, would be the auto voices, the text-to-speech and all that stuff. It does work, but they're a little bit robotic in my opinion. You want to include your own voice. Is this something that you'd want to pick up or not? I don't know. It's entirely up to you. If we just go, while we're waiting for that, I'll take you through the quick sales funnel. So this is the main product that you saw, between $47 and $67 during the launch. They may have coupons on the sales page. Watch out for those if you want them. And then these are just the various different upsells. Now I'm not going to mention the actual upsells more on my written review, but you are going to be presented with 4 optional upsells related basically to more templates, voices and all of that stuff, and more avatars and characters that you can play around with. So again, it may or may not be something that you want to pick up. If you want to read more about the upgrades, there'll be a link below. You can go to the written review, and that is also where I talk a little bit about a couple of bonuses that I'll offer should you want to pick this up. But I will say, if you're, again, I said this at the start of the video, if you're new, if you don't do that much with video marketing, this is going to be a luxury that you don't need, to be perfectly honest. And I do believe that there are other tools out there, such as Vidnami, which is also called, or used to be called Content Samurai, which just is a little bit easier and allows you to create videos quicker and smoother, but they don't have that little character thing. So if you want that little character thing, that's great. If not, you don't need it. So that's really it. You know, I'm not saying this is the best software ever, because it's clearly not. It's not the worst software either. It's just something that you can decide whether you want or not. Any questions, let me know. And again, the written review with more information is below. Cheers, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Thank you for watching. If you've got any questions or you need more clarification, go and watch the video once more. Over on the right hand side, we have some more trainings and reviews, so go and watch those as well. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and hit the bell notification. Other than that, ask any questions you've got below, and I'll see you soon.